Well, okay, it's also like okay to like be wrong.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Amen to that. Amen to that. That should be. Yes, it's okay to be wrong.
Like
right.
if you don't say what you like, then you just have no confidence. Like maybe Pidcock saying this stuff is just him. Like, all right, if I say it out loud, maybe it'll like.
True.
Exactly.
He's
That's
manifesting
actually what
that's
actually what Dizzle says. He's like, you got to say your goals out loud, or else they don't mean anything.
You're making.
If you don't tell anybody else, then you're the only one accountable for your goals.
Yes.
If you tell somebody else, then you just other people are accountable.
What up, party people? Welcome back to another episode of the Bonk Bros podcast. This week, we're keeping it tight and punchy as we break down cyclocross worlds and the predictable domination in both elite races. We've also got some updates from Scott and the MAP squad after a strong showing at their debut races over at the Alula Tour, plus a handful of listener questions and the usual Bonk Bros banter mixed in. You got a full episode. It's actually really full. I think it was almost 2 hours, mainly because Dylan's Wi-Fi wasn't working again, and that just like delayed things. Anyways, quick shout out to the homies who make this thing possible. We've got Bike Tires Direct for literally everything bike related. Code BonkBros10 for 10% off at checkout. Then you got SILCA, marginal gains experts that you didn't know you needed. And they've got sick merch too. You'll hear about that in the show. Code BonkBrosFeb because it's February for 10% off over there too. That's Garbo Bicycle Accident Law, who always has cyclists' backs when things tend to go sideways. Just mention the Bonk Bros sent you for a little something. All right, that's it. Let's get this party started. Not that posting about going live a minute before going live does anything, but I'm not going to do that.
Wouldn't it just send people like a notification about it?
Yeah, some people actually get notified for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, okay. I get notified for like stuff that I don't even want to watch though, like on my YouTube. I don't even know how I set that up, Or like Instagram Live is always notifying me. I'm like, I don't want to see this.
We know that you have all of your favorite channels notifying you with their latest updates. Yeah, we know.
Scott, you're on Instagram 24/7. Why do you need to be notified about anything? I just see every post that ever happens.
It still does it. It still comes up with the notification even when you're on Instagram.
Yeah.
What kind of Wi-Fi does she have, Dylan?
Dude, I don't know what kind of Australian Wi-Fi this is, man. But it's slow.
I think it's called Roo Shit.
That was a good joke.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't get it.
Like kangaroo, roo, shit.
It's not funny if you have to explain it.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy that Tyler's not here and the World Champs just happened? Like the only guy who knows about cyclocross on the pod.
Dude, I know.
What? I've raced way more cyclocross than Tyler ever wished he did. What are you talking about?
Did you watch the World Champs, Dizzle?
Has Tyler ever won a cyclocross race in his life? I don't think so.
Did you watch the World Champs?
The highlights, yeah. I mean, I was like so annoyed when Tyler does this thing where you guys had this whole conversation about Tyler last week picking Matthew Vanderpool, and like half the podcast was just you guys stroking Vanderpool, and and rightly so. And then we talk about the women's race and Lucinda Brand, who's won more than Vanderpool this year. It doesn't get mentioned because Tyler picks Puck Peters to win the race, and I'm thinking, well, how stupid are you guys? Like,
well, I don't know if this is actually the answer.
Outside of that,
I don't know if this is actually the answer to your question or not, but I would assume it's because Lucinda Brand has just raced more than Vanderpool has.
She's been like just as dominant as him. I mean, I think she's lost like 4 races all season. Like,
has Vanderpool lost any races?
He lost like one.
One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Lucinda's
but he did less races.
Lucinda's probably raced twice as much, and only lost like 3, I think. Like, it's insane. And for Tyler to not pick her was just stupid. Like, what? It didn't make any sense. And of course, Lucinda Brand won. Like, she was the downright favorite. But Tyler has this thing against favorites, except for Vanderpool, and he proved it again last week.
Yeah.
For some reason, Vanderpool, he loves Vanderpool, but all the
but if you're gonna make a pick, it's not cool to pick the favorite.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm saying. Is like, it's not cool to pick the favorite, but like, Lucinda Brand was the clear pick. I mean,
I feel like he kind of has a hard on for Puck Peters too.
There he is.
Oh snap! Here he is. He's got his grumpy hat on too.
You said who has a hard on? What'd you say?
Oh boy!
All right, Tyler, we need you to explain yourself.
How stupid your picks for Worlds were last week.
For what?
I thought it was so dumb that you picked Lucinda Brand you didn't pick Lucinda Brand to win the women's race. Why would you pick Puck Peters? That was a dumb choice.
Would you just watch the highlights and figure out what happened? Now you're coming to hindsight bias to talk shit.
Bro, Puck Peters hasn't won a single race all year.
That's also exactly what happened.
The only person who's beat Lucinda Brand was Alvarado.
I can't begin to tell you how many ways you're wrong. And I don't have enough time on this podcast to do so.
Maybe I missed the most recent race before Worlds, but
sure you missed a couple there, but
was Hoogerheide? Did she win Hoogerheide?
Puck won Diegem, she won Maas Mechelen, and she won Hoogerheide, which the last two were the weekend before Worlds. So you're right. I'm an idiot to pick the person.
Okay. Well, I didn't watch those. I didn't watch those last 2 races, but besides those 2, Lucinda Brand freaking dominated the whole season. She was the clear pick. You're a doofus. Idiot of the week.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say at this point.
This is where you send you just punch your computer screen because you're so mad at me. I know a kid in college that got so mad at his homework that he punched his computer and broke it.
Dude,
literally.
Lucinda Brand got freaking.
Was it you, Dizzle? Was it you who punched their computer? Broke it?
Nah.
Some guy that I know.
I'm not that. Come on. I wouldn't try that hard, I don't think, on homework. I'd just get the answers from somebody else. How do you think I've got this far in life?
So, one thing that I noticed from watching because believe it or not, I actually watched this race. It was like the first cyclocross race I've watched all year, and I watched it.
The whole race.
Yeah, the whole race.
Men's or women's?
Both.
Wow.
So that required you to watch on 2 separate days. How did you do that?
I know, it's crazy how much extra time I have.
Well, he's in Australia, so it's like basically the same day, right?
Yeah. Got it.
He's so cracked from the little amount of training that he's done that now he's just succumbed to watching cyclocross.
Why aren't you training?
Okay, stay on topic. Tell us about cross.
Well, what I was going to say is like
what was the topic?
What I was going to say is it kind of goes like, obviously the best cyclocross racers in the world are skilled at racing cyclocross, but I guess you don't realize it until someone like Jolanda Neff is in the race. And Jolanda Neff is arguably one of the best, like most skilled mountain bikers in the world. And yet on the run-ups, she's losing like 2 or 3 seconds every run-up. Just because she's not as practiced in cyclocross as everyone else.
It's also because she lives in Brevard. That's why she's losing so much time. Because Brevard sucks.
Yeah, it's just a horrible training ground.
No, I mean, Yolanda was like, she was like committed to riding the barriers, and it just wasn't the move. I mean, it was cool. It was cool to see. It's cool to see a lot more women hopping, but riding was not faster, I don't think. But I mean, she still was like, what, 7th? So
6th.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Top 6.
Vanderpool didn't hop the barriers once.
Yeah, that was wild.
I think he ran was just trolling. Yeah, I think he was just trolling people.
But he wasn't the only one running them.
No, yeah, he was probably like super chopped up.
I mean,
like
I will say that probably like 80 or 90% of the men in the men's race were hopping instead of running.
Not every lap, though. I feel like, I mean, there were probably only a handful of guys, like 10 guys that hopped them every lap. It seemed like a lot of guys were like going back and forth.
Yeah, wasn't matter. Did you guys see Van der Poel's post-race interview? It was so funny when the interviewer asked Van der Poel, you've been training for this race, and how did you think that you showed up with the best fitness? And everybody is thinking like, dude, no, like he's already training for the classics this spring, like. And he could show up with like 50% fitness and probably still win. And so the way he answered that, he had to like side skirt her question because she was like, how was it? Do you feel like you had your peak highest fitness today at Cyclocross Worlds? And he was like, it's hard to say where your fitness is on race day. Maybe I was a little tired today. And I'm thinking like, yeah, because he's already thinking about winning Paris-Roubaix in 2 months. And he's like aware enough to know that he can almost just train through Cross Worlds and still win, which is kind of funny. But
yeah, he said he felt stronger the weekend before.
Yeah.
And I think my hypothesis, my conspiracy, Ignition Coach Cook conspiracy hat on here, he was running the barriers because he's getting those side payments. The UCI said we'll pay you more if the race is closer. Conspiracy, sitting in more.
But what?
Well, it wasn't very close.
Lap 1. It's only 30 seconds instead of 30 minutes.
It's probably the one race he actually doesn't get paid to start. Actually,
I thought it was funny how in the interview he was like, yeah, it was my. He was like, yeah, it was my. When I first got into cycling, it was my dream to win a world championship, and like the fact that I'm the most winning world champion ever is just, that's just crazy. I was like, that really puts things into perspective. Like he started cycling and his dream from his first pedal stroke is already like, I hope I'm a world champion.
He's just a humble guy. He's just one of us in his private jet, in his Lamborghini. He's got a sedan.
Dylan, you're saying the fact that he even thought that winning a world championship was within grasp is already like so far above.
What were your thoughts when you first started riding a bike? Were you like, man, I hope one day I win the Tour de France, and then
this jump we just built is so sick. I'm gonna send it so hard.
Hey, Tyler, lay down. Let me jump over you.
Yeah.
Like the first time you went on a bike ride, like what were you thinking? Were you like, man, if I just freaking if I was a collegiate cyclocross national champion one day, my dreams would just come true.
Man, I hope I could post. I can't wait to post about this on Instagram. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Man, it probably had something to do with, and I hope I'm as cool as Lance Armstrong one day. I'm pretty sure I had a life-size poster of him. I had a life-size poster of him in my room growing up.
I think what
my mom worked at a
was like,
Trek
I asked
shop
for a dirt bike. Ugh.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I was pissed. I was like, where's my dirt bike? My mom got me a mountain bike instead. Dang, good memory, Tyler.
Dang, that's what, is I know this is a one-way friendship, but that's what it feels like.
I think maybe.
It's probably different when your dad is also like world renowned.
That's true. If you're Van der Poel's dad was a world champion,
just once.
Yeah,
only once. Yep.
Yeah.
If all of our parents raced against each other, who do you think would win? Does anybody? Any of us have talented parents?
My dad still rides his bike
cycling
3 or 4 times a week. He's not fast, and he's listening to this podcast, so he's going to be pissed that I said that.
I've literally. That's good. I don't think I've ever seen my dad ride a bike. I don't think I've ever seen him run, like, ever. He played basketball with me a couple of times when I was a kid, but
yeah,
literally don't remember him.
I mean, at the risk of sounding like a middle schooler who's like, my dad could beat up your dad kind of thing, I think that my dad could beat all of your dads in a bike race. That's what I'm saying right now.
Hey, you're probably right. Yeah.
My dad, the only thing that I know, like, as far as like aerobic sports go, is he has this story of when he was must have been like middle school, and they were doing the mile test. And it was like him and two other guys that like went off the front, and they were so far off the front that they had enough time to go and get like a drink from the water cooler and still get back on the track and beat everyone.
That's rad.
Yeah.
So there was something there.
And I was the kid that couldn't finish the mile. I had to stop and like catch my breath.
Wow, dude.
So
my dad did he did a half a season of high school cross country, but he had to quit because the kid who was driving him home from practice, his car broke down halfway through the season. So he's like, well, I guess that's the end of my cross country.
Why didn't he just run there to get some extra training in?
I don't know. Yeah, and that's about the extent of my athletic genetics.
Do you think that it's going to spurn Mathieu to have kids so that his kids can talk shit to Wout's kids the whole time? Like,
Does Peter Sagan have any kids? Oh yeah, he's got some kids.
Yeah.
I wonder if his kids will ride. You guys were talking about him last week, and that was like a blast from the past. I'm like, man, he was one of my favorite riders to watch. Next time I'm on the trainer, I'm just going to pull up like Peter Sagan highlights and just watch that for an hour. He was the best.
Did you guys?
Or you can just listen to Tyler talk in the Peter Sagan accent for an hour.
Yeah, I know. He's done it like I've heard him do it once, and I've asked him 100 times to do it again, and he never does it. I'm so
it sounds like Patreon content.
So disappointed.
True.
Do you guys watch any of the other races, or just the elite races, or highlights from the other races?
I watched the highlights of the team relay.
Dude, the highlights from the junior race was pretty sick.
The junior men?
The junior men, yeah. I watched the last 2 laps or whatever.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild.
What happened?
That was cool. Whatever that Grigliano guy or whatever, he was like pretty well off the front and just like had 2 horrible crashes. Like not horrible as in like they looked bad. It was just like total like rookie mistakes kind of crashes.
Yeah.
And yeah, ended up slipping the lead. And did he end up getting third then? Or did he
really?
He snuck in for second?
Second. Yeah, he got second. But he definitely last lap like botched the win. I mean, he only had, it was kind of an unbalanced course, but he was on like the second half of the lap. He had already like passed the big windmill and had gone up like the last kind of ride up, run up, and then he crashed at the bottom, which it was kind of greasy for the junior men. But he had already successfully navigated that spot, and then like 2 corners later, he crashed again.
Dude.
In like a flat corner. It wasn't even, yeah.
Think of what was going through his head when he laid in bed that night. That would suck. I'd rather just get beat by a minute than to be in the lead and then lose it. That would suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a heartbreak.
Do you just roll your own tubular off at that point? Like when you're picking your bike up, do you just like be like, oh, well, whoops?
I mean, a silver medal is better than nothing, but it ain't better than the rainbow stripes.
Yeah,
that would suck.
Yeah, that was a pretty wild race.
And I think the kid that won ended up winning is a first year junior.
16,
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, racing age 17.
Yeah,
wow,
first year junior. His interview was really insightful. They were like, "How do you feel?" And he's like, "Oh, what the fuck." Like, you ever talk to like a teenager as like a 20-something, 30-something-year-old adult?
We're gonna get this kid on the podcast. We should get him on. Sounds like he'd be a good fit.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you're trying to draw. You're like, how was your day at school? And they're like, it was fine. That was basically the level of answers he was given. And they were like, yeah. So like, what were you thinking out there? And he was like, I don't know. Like, dude, have you not done any media training? Like, you didn't expect. I mean, you definitely didn't expect to be there. But then even later, they had like a second interview, and he still hadn't thought about on the podium and everything. Still hadn't thought of an answer.
I mean, to be fair, he's 16 years old. Like, we probably all sounded like fucking dumbasses when we were 16. We still sound like dumbasses, and we're like 30-something years old.
Careful.
Hey, speak for yourself on the age there.
Oh yeah, sorry. We do have a Gen X. Gen Z.
Yeah.
Am I a Gen Z?
Yeah.
We better watch our language when Scott's on.
Yeah, now that Scott's on and he hasn't said a word, it's 20 minutes. We started 30 minutes.
Well, you guys
late.
are talking about how your dad suck
We're talking
at running,
about
so.
why don't we save cyclocross for let's just interview Scott. He hasn't been
I gotta
on.
go to bed here soon.
Yeah, Andy needs to go to bed. It's almost 11 p.m.
It's all about Dylan's sleep schedule.
Scott, I know that you don't give one single fuck about fashion at all, but I will say that these like maroon kits, I don't know if I'm gelling with those.
What are you talking about, dude? Those kits are sick. They stand out in the peloton.
I think they look great.
I was wondering, was George Hincapie like stoked that you guys got second in your debut World Cup race, or was he pissed?
What do you mean pissed?
Why would he get pissed?
That's
you're
like
so close to winning. Like
that might. I don't know how many the stats on this, but like as far as a brand new team's first race, that might be like the best ever result a brand new team has ever achieved.
That's what I was wondering.
You don't need stats, just say it, dude.
Yeah, okay. Nobody's gonna check that. Nobody's gonna check that. But like, yeah, like I think Alex said, he's like, yeah, this team basically didn't exist like 5 days ago, and then they got second on a stage at Saudi or Lula Tour, and fourth on GC.
Oh, he was fourth in GC too.
No, another rider was fourth.
Really?
Byron, the guy who was second, he had lost like 7 minutes or something in the like a crosswind stage. I think he had like an incident. Okay. Whether it was a crash or mechanical or something. And then Stefan Dabad was fourth on GC. So he was in the group behind Byron.
That's solid.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, it was amazing. Your first race is also in Saudi Arabia, which is like, so like,
amazing,
that's also another factor. Another X factor in there. So
just watching the race, you're like, it looks like they're in the middle of a desert, but then there's this massive like 20-lane highway that just goes straight for like what seems like 100 miles, and then they make one turn. You're like, this seems bizarre.
Dude, have you ever been to Nevada?
I guess not.
Did you see that crash where the guy's like his ass like fell off?
That was
they didn't put it on the highlights. They didn't put the butt hanging out on the highlights.
Well, they blurred it. His dong was hanging out.
He had no shorts left, dude.
Yeah, they said he had no shorts left.
Yeah, he like crashed through like a couple guys on Modern Adventure,
dude. And there were like freaking boulders on the side of the road too, and they were so close to those Jersey barriers. Like, I mean, you know, like 100 meters later, and they would have smoked the barriers.
Yeah, they should be thankful it wasn't anywhere.
The most shocking thing about all of this right now is that Adam watched the Alula tour.
I watched the crash. I mean, of course,
you watched the crash.
I mean, what do you like? So, what do you attribute that to? Is that like
the crash?
Is that yeah? I mean, I know it's a crash.
Apparently, like the little reflectors they have in the road were like really big there, and they were going like 113 an hour. So.
You hit one of those.
You hit that.
Yeah, like so it might have been that. I'm not sure. It's hard to see on the footage because they're going so fast and it wasn't like a really clear shot. So it's hard to say what actually happened, but it was like, I mean,
dude, I bet if they were on CAD 10s, dude, their handling would have been so much better.
Have you ridden your CAD 10 yet?
No, it's still in the box.
Well, I mean, he's ridden the one that's on the trainer.
Yeah, true.
And then he's got one hanging on the wall, and he's got one that
I should probably pull my mountain bike out of my bike bag from Iceman before I build up this new Cat 10.
Nice.
Well, you can't really ride either of those, right? It's too cold.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody so excited about a 15-year-old aluminum road bike.
we don't got to talk about that anymore. We can talk about it again when I do actually build it up.
In regard to the Alula tour,
was it the aluminum tour?
Alula tour. Jan Christensen, is that guy a turd or what? I mean, I watched his pre-race interview and I'm like, this guy seems, I don't know if I like this guy. And then he crashes a bunch of times and he's yelling and throwing things and just didn't look like a nice guy. For being on like a really good team and being one of the favorites to win the race, maybe compose yourself a little bit better, buddy.
Yeah, dude. Maybe take some notes from old Delano Huron, and just don't say anything in the interview. You know?
Is that
the junior rider?
Is that the junior kid? I had no idea what you were talking about. I was like, Tyler, leave it to Tyler to use some obscure reference.
No, that's something you would do. Some stupid movie only released in Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Jan Christian gives me vibes of like kind of like João Almeida, you know, where you're just kind of like, man, this guy seems like a real D-bag.
Yeah.
But maybe he's okay.
There's something about like, I just don't like people who have an ego. And I know a ton of people are going to hear those words come out of my mouth and probably get real pissed.
Drop in the comments who has the biggest ego.
Yeah, actually, put it in the comments.
Mine is in good fun. Like it's all in. Hopefully, people get my sense of humor, but maybe not. Most people probably don't. But this guy's ego is actually like just too big, and you listen to the guy's interview and you see him freak out on the side of the road, and you're like, you just don't like dudes that have big egos like that. Like,
maybe we should add him on the pod, dude. He'd probably be a good time.
Yeah.
So who you have to pick between these two? Who do you like more, Remco freaking out during the Olympics or Jan Christian freaking out during the
Remco ended up winning. Jan Christian
ended up winning.
Jan Christian actually ended up winning. Remco didn't end up winning.
He won
he
the
did
GC.
win the Olympics.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the he also freaked out at the Worlds. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that too.
I didn't realize.
I got his freak outs.
So is it okay to have a big ego if you
I feel like an idiot.
If you win the race?
I knew that he didn't win that day. The day when he attacked on the climb, he got caught right before and the Tudor kid beat him. But then I guess
he won the last day.
Yeah.
That Byron was second.
Okay. And then him winning the last day put him in GC. Okay.
Yeah.
Somehow I missed that, I guess. I thought I had watched every stage, but apparently I didn't watch the last stage. Sorry.
I think it's like one of those things. Like, remember when Pidcock was like, "Oh yeah, I want to be world champion in road cyclocross and mountain bike in the same year," and you're like, "That's a dude. Like, maybe calm down a little bit. That's a lot." But
I don't know. You can say
if he had actually done it, like if he had said that at the beginning of the year and then he did it, people would be like, "Holy shit, dude, you're a fucking badass. Like, how did you just predict that of yourself?"
So it's kind of there's something about like podcast or Pidcock actually seems like a cool guy. There's something about this Jan Christian guy that just isn't cool. You know, like even Remco has a little bit of coolness, but for some reason, Jan Christian didn't strike me as a very cool guy. Like, I don't think I'd want to hang out with him.
Is it because he's Swiss?
Maybe there's cultural barrier there. I don't know.
I don't know.
Not that I have anything against Swiss people, but yeah, he just seemed not cool. I don't know. Is that not? Did you guys not get the same vibe?
I don't even know who Jan Christensen is, to be honest.
See, maybe that's a part of it too.
I don't even think that's his name.
Who this guy is, and then he's getting interviewed and he's talking about how he's going to win the race, and I'm like,
that's not even the dude's name.
What is it? Is it Jan? Is it Jan Christensen?
No. There's no sin. I think it's just Christians.
Christian.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, man. That's. I mean, when you're the best dude at the race, you know. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying is like I feel like the line between cocky and confident, it all just depends on whether or not you can actually back it up. Like if you're cocky if you say some cocky stuff and then you don't win, but you're confident if you say some cocky stuff and then you win.
You know what else was funny in that race was
cocky is what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Drew is cocky because he says stuff like I'm going to win Iceman, and then he gets like 12th at Iceman.
Not even. I don't even think he was 12.
And I don't think I ever said I was going to win. I just said that there was a slim chance that I had a possibility to win.
No,
you put the stupid arrow bars on, or whatever the fuck they're called. Drop bars.
Yeah, dude, you should have those.
And I'm always joking when I say that stuff. Everybody takes me way too
I think you're a
seriously.
really bad joker. I think that's your problem. Is that you're just so bad at joking that nobody gets any of your jokes. So people think everything you say is serious.
This is Drew's kind of joke. Drew's kind of joke is, hey guys, I'm going to win this bike race. And people are like, oh, okay. And then he doesn't. And he's like, come on, guys, I was joking.
Okay, look. I say it and everybody knows I'm joking. Dylan last year when I asked him how he's going to do it at Sea Otter, dead serious, top 10. And I'm like, dude, yeah, but you're dead serious. There's a difference between being.
That wasn't a joke. I thought I was going to get top 10 and I was just wrong.
What place did you get?
31st or something.
Well, okay. It's also like okay to like be wrong.
Yeah,
no, I mean, I was
into that. Amen to that. Yes, it's okay to be wrong.
Like
right.
if you don't say what you like, then you just have no confidence. Like maybe Pidcock saying this stuff is just him. Like, all right, if I say it out loud, maybe it'll like.
True.
Exactly.
He's
That's actually what Dizzle says. He's like, you got to say your goals out loud, or else they don't mean anything.
If you don't tell anybody else, then you're the only one accountable for your goals.
Yes.
If you tell it to somebody else, then other people are accountable.
Dude, this is the level
right now, man.
of insight and just cerebralness that we've been missing.
Yeah. Since I got to Girona, I'm just so, grounded with all the local specialty coffee shops and
you and Taylor Finney and the same drum circle, or what's that?
No, I don't go to any coffee shops. No.
He just makes his own Maxwell house right there.
No, they don't have Maxwell House here, dude. I'm dying.
Have you been hanging out with Tibor while you've been in Girona?
No, I don't hang out with anybody.
Who do you live with?
Go to sleep, Megan.
I thought you don't have any teammates living with you too?
Not right now. No. Nope.
That's cool to have your wife as a roommate. It's kind of
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good setup.
Yep. Well, she only got here last night, so.
Oh, nice.
And you're yelling.
I was at a training camp for a while before, outside of Girona. So I just got into my apartment like a couple days ago.
Yeah, dude, that compound that you were at looked sick.
Yeah, it was sick. It's like a little wedding venue. But the hotel only had like, I don't know, 6 or 7 rooms. So then we had the whole building.
Wow.
You already did a bougie training camp down in North Carolina, and you're already doing a bougie training camp in Girona?
We did. I mean, is it bougie? If it's just, I guess it was bougie, but it was just a normal.
You just said it was at a wedding venue, and I just immediately envisioned it
by
being bougie.
That, I mean, just like it was nice because we had the whole venue. We weren't just at a hotel where like you would just go to your rooms and then go eat dinner and then go back to your room.
You're making it sound more.
You're
making it sound more bougie the more you keep.
I mean, it was nice, dude. It's okay to call it. I mean, it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
I mean, come on, it's George Hincapie. He's not.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
Did you stay at George Hincapie's hotel when you were in?
Yeah, and it was the same like style where we had the whole hotel, so then we could hang out in the common areas the whole time and like. You didn't have to lock your door to your room or anything like that.
Does old George know that you got a really popular podcast that you do?
Gosh, I hope
Probably not.
Do you think he could get? We could get him and Armstrong on our podcast?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Dude, I don't know. We could. Scott's got an in with old George now. George.
Is Lance involved at all, or was that just headlines?
Not at all. Nobody talks about.
I think legally he's not allowed to be.
I don't think so, but nobody's mentioned Lance. Nobody talks about any
It's in the contract. No mentions of
it's like
anybody
off
named
limits.
No,
Lance.
I mean, it's just like
Lance is on the team. Hate it. Sorry.
Like, I don't know. We all George is friends with Lance, but then I also have friends that are not associated with the team. You know what I mean? Like, just because you're friends with somebody doesn't mean they just automatically just are involved.
Well, remember when the team first got announced? When the team first got announced, the headlines were like, Lance Armstrong starts a cycling team.
Dude, yeah, but you know where you get these headlines? Like, I've talked to a journalist before, and I said, like, I don't even know. I know what I said, and then the headline is like a small part of what I said that has a totally different meaning to what I was saying.
Yeah, clickbait.
Yeah, I don't believe anything these journalists write. They're just.
I am curious about in these training camps. I'm assuming there's like. I'm thinking back to your first training camp, and it's like, oh, welcome to the team, and here are our team policies. What was it like when it got to the doping slide? Was it like awkward?
I mean, every team is like a zero tolerance.
Yeah, I know, but like, was Hencappy there when he? Let's see.
He was in the restroom.
I mean,
was he the one giving the presentation?
If you want to exclude anybody who's had a not past they're not proud of in the sport, then the sport would just cease to exist.
Yeah,
because all the big teams have
Yeah, Jumbo used to be Rabobank,
and Rabobank had like a big.
Bray used to be whatever that whole organization was.
That was a good answer.
He's media trained.
Is George cool? Is he?
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Yeah, he comes and hangs out with us, eats dinner with us. Yeah, he's super nice.
Yeah, I've got some good friends of mine that are good friends with him, and they always say good things about him. So,
have you
seems cool.
Pitched to George the idea of an older team, an average age, a little bit above 30? Say, maybe.
Are you talking about what did we call the echelon old man's team?
Oh, the Vanguard.
The Vanguard. Are you talking about a Modern Adventures Vanguard team? Masters team?
Mediocre Vanguard.
Is that what I've never heard the word Vanguard. Is that what that means?
Teams?
Well, it's like an investment company. Yeah, it's I know that. I don't know.
So because Modern Adventure stole all the talent from Project Echelon, where does that leave Project Echelon now?
They still got Stephen Bassett. Wait, I thought Stephen was retiring. They convinced him to stick around another year?
I guess. You're going to have to ask him about that. I don't know. You're going to have to talk to somebody on Project Echelon.
Scott, always with the politically correct answers,
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever heard that one.
So Scott, what's your guys' first race? Well, what's the next race for the team, and what's your first race?
I guess it'd be Murcia, which is a 2-day stage race in Spain the national championships for the guys in New Zealand and South Africa and Colombia.
That doesn't count. Okay.
And then it's next weekend. And then so it's still a couple weeks till the first European race.
Yeah, but how are you? We want to hear about you, dude. Are you gonna?
I'm doing Murcia.
Oh, when is that?
Oh, dude, nice.
Next week.
Really?
Friday, Saturday.
Fast?
Yeah.
How do you
Is
feel it's going to go?
I mean, I don't think it's going to go super well, but I still got some work. To do.
That's what I was hoping. That's what I thought.
But it's nice to go do a race, get your ass kicked, see how far behind you are.
Are the stages
it's a good wake up call.
Are the stages going to be like 90 minutes or?
No, I've been training.
Nice.
Like, I obviously don't look at my Strava, but
I mean, the last time I looked at your Strava, it was like an hour and 35, which is the most I'd seen you ride in.
I think I did like 24 hours last week.
Damn.
That's pretty solid.
How to overtrain as quick as possible.
Hey, I eased my way into it.
The only thing Dylan cares about is when is your first gravel race going to be?
There hasn't been much mention of any gravel.
You gonna do?
I feel like that was also just a headline.
Yeah. Now that I got you, I need you to be in the feed zone for me for Traka. Can we make that happen?
When's Traka?
My teammate was supposed to do it because he was going to do the 200, and so we were going to like swap off and like him feed me for the 360 and then me feed him for the 200. But now he's doing the 360, so we're both in that race, and I lost my feed zone guy. It's May the 1st, I think. It's on a Friday. Yeah, May the 1st.
May 1st. I mean, anything's possible, but I doubt I'll be around.
Do you have a car?
No.
Oh. How do you get around?
Walk.
Train.
Did you just take an Uber? How do you get from the airport? How do you get from the airport to Girona?
He's on a pro team, dude.
Well,
He's got people.
This time somebody picked me up. You can either taxi. You can taxi.
You don't need to explain to Drew how modern transportation works. Like, I know in Kentucky they're still on like horse and buggy, but like, Drew, come on.
Car or should
Do you not know how to get from an airport to a hotel?
Well, no, he's actually he's wondering because he's coming to Girona.
I'm coming. Yeah, I'm flying into Barcelona, and Barcelona's not.
Yeah,
like
you remember that one time we made Dylan walk to the Airbnb because no one picked him up?
I don't.
Well, no. Okay, you say that as if it was our fault, and it was 100% his fault for not communicating ahead of time. Like, oh, hey, I land at this time. Can somebody pick me up? And it was like he landed, and then he texted and said, "Hey guys, I'm here. Who's gonna pick me up?" And we were
it is kind of funny that guy's trying to tell you to figure it out. Yeah.
How many bikes are you?
Hey, come on! I might sound like an idiot, but I got my stuff in line. I don't just show up and say, "Who's going to pick me up?" Like, where's my limo, guys?
He's already scheduling a taxi.
Who's going to be my chauffeur?
I mean, I wasn't even mad about that walk. That was like a nice walk through.
Yeah, none of us believed that you walked. That's how. That's how, like,
I mean, I got to the Airbnb somehow.
Yeah.
Uber.
They don't have Uber in Michigan, dude. At least that part of Michigan.
I can attest.
Adam, back me up.
That's right.
I tried.
You were stranded or something.
It's €250 to do the Traka. That's a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap. So
Where's it? It starts in Girona.
Starts and finishes right in Girona. Never been. I'm excited. We'll get to hang out, dude. I think I have housing, but maybe I'll just stay with you for the fun of it.
Okay, you're gonna have to. I guess you could stay here. I don't.
It's a pretty small town. I could probably just come and hang out at your place.
It's not that small of a town. It should be the biggest. Like it's probably the biggest city you've ever been to. It's bigger than anything in Kentucky. That's for sure.
Well, I don't like cities, so
it's like 100,000 people.
It's not bigger than Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville's 1 million. Greater Louisville.
That
like if you include the parts like where I live, then it's 1 million.
I wouldn't say that 100,000 people is like a small town. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, I get it.
No, I'll arrange a taxi for you. I'll give you my guy.
Thanks.
Got a taxi guy. Wow. Moving up in the world.
Yeah. I mean,
but I'm serious about the feed zone thing. Like, I mean, you probably have to train that day anyway. So just train with a backpack and have all of my hydration in your backpack.
If I'm like here, I could probably make it happen. But if I'm not in Girona,
you got a scooter?
No, I've been looking into getting one, but it just looks like a pain. You got like once you get a car or a scooter, you got to park it. You got to get insurance. You got to like, and then everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but just imagine me and you on a scooter riding through the little town of Girona together. Oh. That's a dream come true. Come on.
Dylan's being replaced right now. Big sad. So you guys are doing the UAE tour. Pro Cycling Stats tells me.
UAE.
Who else is going to that race?
I'm not sure. I know I'm not doing it.
Okay, great.
Where's that one?
They don't just send us everyone's schedules.
Sorry.
Where's the UAE tour?
UAE is a country, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Gosh.
No, dude, it's a cycling team. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I know. In my head, it's a cycling team. And then I had to, right as soon as those words came out of my mouth, I was like, yep, that's a country.
Yeah.
You guys don't have like a group chat though? Be like, hey guys, anybody want any like sick gifts from the UAE when I mean,
like I could ask somebody, like I can't keep everyone's schedules straight. So
I just figured you guys had a group chat. I figured you guys were a team.
We have a group chat, but there's not.
Just a bunch of dick pics or what?
Is it more or less productive than the Bonk Bros group chat?
It's honestly probably more productive, which is sad.
Well, that's because
all these kids know how to use AI. You know what I mean?
The group chat was supposed to be for us to, have fun and stuff. And the shared note was what it was supposed to be where the production happens. Somebody freaking unshared the shared note. So
this is a stacked start list. You guys got some.
I remember
some
also
people on here.
that was my beef from 2 weeks ago. But have y'all noticed how Adam's been using AI for his introductions? Look, we're on to you, buddy.
How do you know that?
and you can't even you mispronounce some of the words a couple of times.
Probably.
This is what I will say about the intros. They're way too long. Definitely. No. They've gotten worse. The intros to this show are way too long.
If we could do our job and actually talk about our sponsors on the show, I wouldn't have to talk about them in the intro.
All right, let's talk about some sponsors.
When you go like 17 episodes without mentioning Bike Tires Direct, dude, I got to talk about it.
All right, should we take some time to talk about Bike Tires Direct?
10% code Bonk Bros 10, and then just hit them with the code.
I agree, dude. The intro can't be 10 minutes long. That's like too much. People stop listening after.
Adam could just say, well, then one of you freaking idiots do it.
That's 100%.
Yeah, Dylan, you should stop complaining because I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I know you're not going to do it. That's for sure. And Adam's the only one that is like competent enough to actually do it. So I actually have a question about
you're the
tires.
best of us. I'm just giving you a hard time because you're the best of us, man.
Oh, I don't care. It may seem like I'm taking it back, but I'm actually glasses shopping right now.
Okay, good. I was a little worried. I was like, dang, he's taking this harder than I thought. I was just
I just have so much shit going on. I just have to multitask sometimes.
What kind of glasses?
Multitasking isn't a real thing. It's called switch tasking. So actually, when you're glasses shopping, you're no longer podcasting. You've checked out.
What are you, dude?
And you
that's
are
actually no. There are some things that you can multitask with.
They're like a mundane.
Dude, when your glasses, actually, I bet glasses shopping is.
They can multitask.
No, dude, I bet glasses shopping is more effective while I'm talking to you guys because all I care about is what the first impression of looking at something looks like. So if I'm just focused on glasses, dude, it's way too over the top, dude. Yeah. All I want to do is scroll. I see something I like, boom, put it in the cart.
What kind of glasses
you're doing
are you
that?
buying?
You're not podcasting. You've switched tasks to.
Glasses. I added 3 glasses to my cart while I was talking just now. Did you know that?
No, it's so funny.
I did.
Well, then you're just doing it really quick. You're switch tasking very quickly.
He also can't podcast because you don't stop talking.
I cannot. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot just sit down. I cannot listen to a podcast on an airplane. I cannot just look at the seat back in front of me and listen to a podcast. I have to be doing something else. So I love listening to podcasts while I'm doing the dishes or vacuuming, doing some kind of mundane task that keeps me enough focused on something. It keeps me engaged enough that I can actually listen to the podcast with to the fullest extent.
Yeah, that's kind of like autopilot though.
Yeah, that's exactly what this podcast is. This is a mundane
I was going to say
activity.
Glasses shopping is like an autopilot activity. You know, like there's no research.
All right, so what kind of glasses
visually...
are you getting? Like sunglasses, like casual glasses, riding glasses?
No,
prescription
like
glasses.
Some FKTs.
No, like prescription glasses. I haven't had prescription glasses I figured out today it was like 17 years. And sometimes it's problematic because when you got 3 kids and something happens in the middle of the night and you literally cannot see more than a foot in front of you, because that's how blind I am, like you kind of need something to reach for. So I'm getting some glasses.
Mm-hmm. You should wear them on the pod so one of us looks smart.
I mean, I'll show you like the ones. Oh, shit, they're in my garage. Like I have these like safety glasses that I
like a cane to get you there, like a.
No, that's like far away. I'm not gonna go get them. They like I have these ones that are like safety glasses, but they look cool, and I just basically want to find those exact ones. So that's why I'm just scrolling through until I find ones that look exactly like that.
Sick.
We spent way too long talking about this.
That's what we always do.
Right, maybe we switch to like bonk or ballin' or something.
No, Scott, what's your tire question?
Oh, okay. So I was going to ask. It pertains to Bike Tires Direct. I was going to ask.
Ooh, see now I'm interested.
Do you guys, the gravel guys, do you buy all your tires before the season, or do you buy them like as needed for each race? Or do you have like a?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I buy them on Bike Tires Direct.
Hey, with what code?
Code Bonk Bros.
I don't
10% off.
There we go.
I would say. I mean, the thing is, Scott, like, there's no like you're not going to have like a tire revelation mid-season. So
what are you talking about, dude?
Okay,
in 2024. Everybody had a revelation mid-season. 2024, everybody started on gravel tires, right? Everybody's like, oh, yeah, dude, this 40-millimeter gravel tires so fast. And by the end of 2024, everybody was on mountain bike tires.
And then by the start of 2025, they were back on gravel tires.
Yeah, I mean, it's a vicious cycle, right? These tire revelations, they happen, right? They happen throughout the season.
Okay, but should you still like bulk order tires? Because what if they go out of stock or something? What if that?
That answer would be yes. Ask Dylan how many Race Kings he still has in his shed. It's got to be double digits for sure.
Double digits, dude. It might like be nearly close to triple digits.
I mean, what I was going to say is like I feel like most people have their go-to tires at this point. Like they're. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's going to be some new tires that come out.
Do you ride brand new tires every gravel race?
No.
If you get a puncture in,
well, Adam, you don't even bike
and
anymore.
I'm
not asking you.
Do you keep it for the next race?
No, absolutely
no.
not.
If you puncture, dude, you definitely should not keep that tire for the next race. But I think putting
the SILCA carbon strands, like that thing's solid.
Oh, so you're talking punctures, but it seals?
Yeah, with those carbon.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that happens more than you realize,
and you don't even realize. Yeah, right. Yeah.
But if you have to plug it, like if you've got bacon strips hanging out of your tires, I don't think you should rock up to a race with those on. But I also think if you've been training for like on a tire and it's not worn out, like you still have enough tread that it's in good shape. I think it's a mistake to just swap out brand new tires because what if those don't hold? Like you haven't proven those out yet.
Well,
brand new tires aren't always like foolproof. Like sometimes brand new tires are slightly different and they don't seat the same way. Yeah. Whereas if you've got a tire that you've got a couple 100 miles on, dude, and you haven't flatted, I think you should roll those.
Run them. Yeah, I like that. Couple 1,000 miles, you know.
If they're the Kings or Dubs, whatever. Actually, I don't know about Dubs because I haven't put thousands of miles on those. But I've got some Kings that probably have 3,000 miles and they're still rolling strong. Like tread, like they've still got tread. That's how strong they are.
Yeah.
You want those, Scott? I'll just send you them.
No.
Do you have a gravel bike? Is that why you're asking? Are you trying to get some tires?
No, that was like more of a hypothetical question.
He's just.
I was actually just curious, like, or like if you get ready for the year, do you go through your calendar and be like, all right, what tires am I going to need for every race? Because I don't know. I don't think about this stuff because I use basically the same exact bike every time. Yeah.
I do think you should have some tires in your inventory. Like if you're listening to this and you don't have any gravel tires for your race season yet, you should be going to Bike Tires Direct now and stocking up.
Scott,
they do sell out. Like if you're a week out or 2 weeks out from a race, they might be sold out.
Scott, what tire is Modern Adventure on?
Michelin.
Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, I do remember.
And then you looked it up, and it's like, oh, that's actually not bad. According to your buddy at the steel drum machine. You're like, oh, wow, okay. Fine.
Yeah. I actually recall this whole conversation.
Yeah. You just hear any word other than Race King. You're like, God.
Isn't our new other super team also on Michigan? Didn't we talk about that last week?
Michigan?
Yeah. Roman Bardet also.
Gravel squad.
Yeah, dude.
No, they all have their own sponsors.
What tire was it that Drew gave me that was the slowest on the
Goodyear
list? Goodyear.
Oh, good. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was Goodyear.
Yeah.
Hopefully you got those and you're using them.
Yeah.
That was
really putting those to good.
That was a thoughtful Christmas gift.
Dude, he probably gave them to his dad.
He probably actually threw them away.
No.
I don't think
Dillon throws anything away.
I think they're just sitting in my pile of tires. And that pile of tires is like to the roof right now.
All right. It's been a while since we've talked gravel tires. Real quick. Dillon, what's your current top 3 gravel tires?
I used Schwalbe Thunderbirds for that rattle gravel race. And I think those are good if there's like a pretty low risk of puncturing. Although I did puncture them the other day and I had to put a plug in. So they're not very puncture resistant. But if the risk of flatting is low, I'm really into the Thunderbirds.
I've had people ask, and I didn't really know the answer to this. Are they light duty, as in like, are they more puncture prone in the mountain bike category, or does that also span into the gravel tire category? So like on a 2.2 Thunderbird, are you more likely to flat that than your standard 45 mil gravel tire?
No, I think you're more likely to flat the 45 mil gravel tire.
Okay. That's what I thought, because everyone hears people talking about how, like puncture prone the Thunderbirds are, especially relative to a Race King. But I'm always like, but they're bigger volume and it's a mountain bike tire. So I think you're just relating that to a mountain bike tire.
I am. Yeah. That being said, there are some like really thick ass gravel tires that are probably less puncture prone, but they're also going to be super slow. So
yeah, I mean, I'm talking similar categories in terms of like rolling speed.
Yeah. Definitely better off going with the Thunderbird.
So Thunderbird's number 1.
Yeah, and I mean Race King.
Doesn't this matter because based on the terrain, like why you can't just have a one? Aren't you going to run a different tire for every course?
Yeah.
So
the whole internet froze there.
So
it's because every time he asks this question, it's the exact same answer.
So you won't run. So nowadays, you won't run a gravel tire at all.
I was actually very close to running a 45 mil gravel tire at the Rattle Gravel race because it was a third road and 2/3 gravel, and the gravel was really smooth, like probably steamboat level smooth.
So what gravel tire would that have been?
I was thinking about doing Challenge Strada Bianchis because those are really fast in a 45.
You go from a mountain bike tire to a freaking road tire. Just nothing in between. Wow.
Yeah. But I'm actually glad I didn't do that because there was some sketchy corners in the race. Like the course is super dry, and there were some parts that had limited traction. And I don't actually, on the actual gravel sections, it's probably a toss up between the Strada Bianchis and the Thunderbirds. So in terms of rolling resistance.
Have you guys put much time into the latest Schwalbe lineup as far as gravel tires go? The RX and RS and that, like G1?
Yeah, Dizzle ran the RX at Sea Otter last year, and he blames his terrible performance on them.
The RX was probably the wrong call, and I went 50 mil, too big. This year, I might do I'll do the RS, which is like the faster.
These tire companies need to change the way they name tires. I can't keep it straight.
It's literally just one letter difference: the RX and the RS.
And they'll do like the RS Pro or the RS.
Yeah, and then I think there's just an R. Yeah. There's another one that's just R.
You know what they should do? So we rate gravel roads based on like what category they are, right? Like you got like Cat 1, which is super smooth, Cat 4, which is like Leadville chunk. Why don't they just call their tires the gravel 1, 2, 3, and 4? Then you kind of just know.
And that's kind of what Schwalbe's tried to do. They've got they've got the RS, which is fast for speed, the R, which is the mid, and the RX, which is like extreme, I guess. I don't know what X stands for. And that's how it goes with the tread. You've got
that's what I used to like about
smooth tread, mid tread, and X tread.
Even though I never really liked Bontrager tires that much, I liked their naming because they had like the whatever it was, the RX1, the RX2, whatever it was. That's what Schwalbe should.
Out of RS for speed, R for normal, and RX for extreme, you decided to go with the extreme version for Sea Otter?
Yeah, and this year I'm going RS, and I'm going down to 45s because that thing's
So you've already picked your tires.
I had never ridden the course, and I thought it was just going to be I thought it was going to be very similar to the mountain bike course.
Thought it was going to be extreme, dude.
Yeah, but you ran Thunderbirds, dude. That's even more extreme.
Yeah, that's more. And so I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson, and that it's a freaking road race with a few little gravel sectors. So I'm gonna do some like 45s, the RS 45s.
I don't think the Thunderbird is more extreme, actually. I know it's bigger technically, but I think the rolling resistance of the Thunderbird is so low. I mean, it's probably, if you're actually on gravel, it tests faster than the RS.
Yeah,
it's
and most of that race
watts.
is lost not on gravel.
Yeah, I mean, it also it is also very quick on road too.
Well, I'm not doing it. I mean, you can keep thinking that, but I think you're wrong.
Can't you just bring multiple tires to the race?
Yeah, I should have done that last year.
Yeah, that's like a no-brainer, right?
Wheels or just like one set of wheels?
Oh, tires. Yeah.
Bring wheels, tires, everything.
I don't have a way to bring extra wheels. Can't
you just put them in the bike bag?
Yeah, just fit them in the bike bag.
Are you still going to have your hoods pointed downwards this year?
I'll have them pointed whatever the frick way I want to. What's it matter to you? If I think it's comfortable, then whatever.
Punch the camera.
Is that? There's no way that.
This doesn't make sense. Like your hood's turned in is more arrow.
No.
That's come out of your mouth, and you give me a hard time. For
hold on. Not turned in. I'm saying turned down. Not turned in. Turned down.
Is that like the opposite of getting like turned?
I think that's just more comfortable. All you're doing is tilting them to wherever you think is the most comfortable for your hands. And when you've got them tilted down, you can rest your forearms on your handlebars a lot easier, and then do puppy paws way easier. Which is more arrow, doofus.
Gosh, totally, dude.
Of all the people to point out bike setup, you're like the king of weird bike setups, and you're giving me a hard time.
Well, I do kind of feel like the turning the hoods down thing makes the straightening your arms thing worse. because you already have a problem straightening your arms. And I feel like you need to straighten your arms more when your wrists are like cocked like this.
Hey, all you got to worry about is drafting. All this gets eliminated. Drafting is the biggest aerodynamic gain you can ever have.
It's true.
Scott with mad truth. Yes. Thank you.
Work on your racecraft so you're always drafting.
So Dizzle, you just need to get in the front group at Sea Otter this year, and you won't have to worry about your.
Don't take a pull.
Down.
Don't even think about taking a pull.
Earlier today, I was analyzing my power file, and then Joe Gettle, shout out, dropped his Sea Otter raw files a couple days ago. So I was watching that while I was on the trainer, getting all pumped. Yeah.
Why is he dropping raw files from a race in
he does
April
that in the
and February?
Because he knows people are going to be on the trainer right now, like I was earlier today, and he knows that people will watch it while they're on the trainer. It's pretty smart. He's had some good success with it. Who are you to give YouTube advice? You're not even like
you're right,
last
man.
time you uploaded a video.
That's true.
Your Unbound or your Leadville bike setup last year.
Did you guys talk about how they banned the whatever bars, drop bars? Sure you talked.
Yeah, we were going to talk about that, but it just didn't seem very interesting, so we just moved on to the next topic.
That's what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about it now. Have you guys seen the Jones H bar by chance?
Proof that Scott doesn't listen to the podcast.
No, I'm not lying. I don't listen to it.
Yeah, I know, you just proved it. Yeah.
I only listened to the one episode. It was one of the vegan cyclists.
Yeah.
But it was very entertaining.
He's dropped off the face of the earth as well. Like,
so we obviously follow him.
I'm just no. People have messaged me and said, "Hey, I haven't seen any vegan cyclist videos in a while."
Yeah. There's a point in YouTube where you're just kind of over it. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Is that where you're at, dude?
I mean, I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like people are like, oh man, dude, you should make more science videos, like training science videos. And I honestly have a hard time thinking of new topics. And every time I repeat a topic, it never does as good as the first one because people have already seen it.
Just always chasing that high, dude. Nice.
Maybe you should just like pick a new sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do some science videos and rowing.
Yeah,
the aerodynamic gains of pickleball.
Or padel.
Yeah, paddle.
Yeah.
That's a game I get behind.
Skiing keeps popping up in my feed, and I haven't skied since I was like a teenager, but I really liked skiing when I was a teenager. And I was like, and every time I see it, I'm like, damn, that looks so fun. Should do
I think that's
that.
the first time
skiing?
I've ever heard Dylan say he liked anything doesn't have to do with cycling. Or said anything was ever fun.
Dude, I feel like Dylan's been having a lot of fun lately. I love how PETA always posts these pictures of you guys having fun, and like your only job is to like repost them. Like you can't come up with your own fun content. You just like repost her fun content.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, or have I been having fun the whole time? There just wasn't somebody there to photograph it.
Capture it.
True.
You know, no. Proof that Pete has had an impact on your capacity for fun is that like you did the rattle race, and the reason you said you did it was because you were like, well, I'm in Australia, I should do it. And like Dylan a year ago or 2 years ago would have not given a freaking rip if there was a race down the street.
You know
if
where the fuck else you were and you didn't do that? Michigan.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
True.
but he had an iron
know.
deficiency because he's a vegan.
Yeah, that's true.
He didn't eat enough
Well, he
meat.
still probably has an iron deficiency because he's a vegan.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, you're right.
The point I was making was like, good for you for like, you did it. I feel like you've come a long way. You did something that wasn't Lifetime. That's good.
Yeah, well, I'm not in Lifetime anymore, so I got to do other things.
Wow, free agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do fun stuff now.
Like hyper concentrate on getting back into the GP.
Man, I feel like there was something that I was trying to bring up before and I forgot.
This is why we need the shared note.
Round versus square frame glasses?
I have all these thoughts throughout the week of like, I want to mention this on the podcast, but I don't, because there's
you can make your own note.
You know that, right? Dude.
I don't have a way to capture these thoughts when they happen. I'm like, dang, like I wish there was a place where I could write down these thoughts for the podcast.
Do you guys see Rusty's new bike sponsor?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Look.
At what?
Look.
Look at what?
He's sponsored by Look, the bike company.
Wow,
they make more than just pedals.
I didn't even know they really made nice bikes.
Wow. You didn't know they made nice bikes? I mean, I don't hear a lot about Look.
Nice bikes?
I mean, I don't hear a lot about Look, but the only kind of bike they make is like an expensive. I don't know if nice is the right word, but
they only make road bikes, right? Like they don't have mountain bikes, right?
You know, they had like a hardtail 26er with a carbon seat mast for a while.
They have a gravel bike.
That sounds sick. Well, I mean, like I put gravel in the same category as road.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know. Somebody needs to look this right.
It's not that good looking of a bike, though. Why does his frame look so giant, dude?
Can you share your screen with us so we can see what you're looking at?
That's just a road bike. He didn't post.
It should be even smaller if it's a road bike.
He didn't post any pictures of the Look gravel bike when he made the announcement.
What do you mean he didn't? I'm looking at it right now.
The gravel bike?
Also, don't look at the 900 tabs I have open.
That's a road bike, bro.
Oh, no, it's his road bike. Yeah.
That's what I just said.
Oh, dude,
I think you said that he didn't post a picture.
I didn't post a picture of the road bike.
Listen, dude.
Or the gravel bike.
Well, but it's probably a case of like he's gonna get the gravel bike, but they're like, we need a custom paint it or something. Like, here's the road bike right now, so that you can make a post about it.
Right.
I mean, is it just me, or does it seem like he's one of those super tall guys that submitted his bike for Bonk or Ballin'? Like, look how big that frame is, dude.
Yeah, there's not that much.
That standover, dude, that thing is like up in his junk.
Maybe this was just for the photo shoot. Like they grabbed a bike off the shelf and was like,
it's gotta be, dude. Look at, he's still got a little he's got like a little chode on top of there.
It's gotta just.
Well, scroll through the pictures and see if there's a picture of him riding it. No.
Okay, look at that. There we go. He at least cut the chode off. There you go.
Yeah. See, but he's out of the seat. You can't even tell. All right.
Yeah. It just looks big. I don't know why.
Sick nollie, dude.
I agree.
I mean, I would say that there could be a decent chance that this actually isn't even his bike. They just said, here, take a picture with it so we can post something on Instagram.
That's hilarious.
Did you guys also see that the Spirit Tour is happening, but Keegan didn't attend?
Yeah, I think everyone's got to watch out.
What? What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Keegan must be doing some super secret training if he's not doing
real training.
Yeah.
Well,
it's going to be the demise of Keegan because he's going to like completely overtrain and not have any fun.
Somebody had left us a Patreon question, and they had basically brought up the fact that he wasn't doing the Spirit Tour because he got married a few months ago, and so somehow he like him getting married and then joining the team with his wife, and now he's not doing the Spirit Tour with his boys. Like,
it's all downhill, man.
It's all because he got married.
That's
you
funny.
Said?
No. This is what Matt on Patreon said.
All right.
I don't know what this means, but he says, and should we expect to see more beta activity from him in the year to come? I don't know what beta activity means. Did Scott go to bed?
I mean, I would probably just say that last year, so he did Spirit Tour and then he did Cape Epic. And at Cape Epic, he said he was cooked, right?
Okay.
This year, he's probably like, okay, well, I'm not going to make that same mistake again. I'm going to actually taper for Cape Epic or whatever he's doing for Cape Epic at this point. When is Cape Epic? Is that in like 3 weeks or something?
I thought it's usually in March.
Yeah, I thought it was like March time.
Like mid-March.
Oh, please. Talk amongst yourselves.
It's mid-March.
Well, whatever. He's like, I'm going to train specifically for Cape Epic. And that's probably what he's doing.
March 15th.
I mean, doesn't the Spirit Tour sound like pretty good training for Cape Epic? It's like multi-day excursion. There's camping involved. Probably drink some beers in between days.
Yeah, but you got to ride.
Sounds like your average Cape Epic experience.
2 months before the event. Yeah, I mean, it does seem like a pretty good idea.
Maybe he's taking the Scott McGill approach, and he's gonna do 24 hours of training in the week leading up to Cape Epic, and be peaked.
Maybe he's just taking the Dylan Johnson approach, and he's like, "Sorry guys, I don't want to hang out with you. I have I have to test tires and like read spreadsheets and stuff. I have to do wind tunnel testing this week, so I can't come hang out."
I'll get some more. Okay.
He also said that the Specialized was the first time he's been in the wind tunnel.
Yeah, well, I can't really see.
I mean, Santa Cruz is not really like a wind tunnel kind of company.
Right.
You know
like unless SILCA brought him to the wind tunnel or something like that, which I could have seen when he signed on with SILCA and became our teammate. I could have seen that, but yeah, definitely not Santa Cruz.
Is he still with SILCA this year?
No idea.
That's a good question.
I don't know, but you know who is with SILCA? These guys. These guys. You can use Bonk Bros Feb at checkout.
Yeah. That's true. It is a new month. Bonk Bros Feb, capital B for that Bonk Bros. I was just on their website because I realized I don't have any SILCA shirts, and it'd be cool to have a SILCA shirt because they got some cool shirts. So I was on their
this
shirt
isn't
page.
this isn't even a sponsor plug right now. I know it's going to sound like a sponsor plug, but it's not. I actually mean this from the bottom of my heart. Whether they were giving me money or not giving me money, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Okay. SILCA has the coolest merch. Look at it and agree with me.
It's just that's what I'm looking at it. Why is...
Dude, no, there's a fast cat. Dude, this Cats t-shirt looks sick.
Nah, dude, fuck Cats.
I mean, to each their own, but...
yeah.
The design.
SILCA's merch is second to none. That's what I'm saying.
Richard, if you're listening to this, I kind of want one of these ones that's like the car with like 6 bikes on the roof, but I want it, instead of it being like an old Volkswagen like sedan, I want it to be a Volkswagen bus.
Or a Cybertruck. Can you make the Cybertruck?
Yeah, the Cybertruck
is on top of it. Just do a Cybertruck with cars on top of it.
If I could have if someone rolled up to my house tonight with a Cybertruck and a Volkswagen,
I was pissed.
like an old Westie, I would take the Volkswagen for sure.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, so you're saying you're taking a Volkswagen over a Cybertruck
with bikes on the top of it like that? That'd be cool.
I mean, yeah, that would be cool.
The roof rack, that'd be sick.
But yeah, Richard, if you're listening, I would love one of those, and I bet it'd do pretty well. These actually are BMWs
via the podcast from now on, because I did it via email a couple weeks ago. It'd be way easier to just submit it like this.
Yeah, that's true. And then everyone else that's listening can just say, "Yeah, same."
If you do email him, this is awesome, and shout out to Richard for doing this. But I put on my order, I was looking at the merch, and I was like, I already got a t-shirt. Maybe I'll get some SILCA socks, and they have some warm ones, and it's been cold here. So I'm like, all right, I'll get some warm ones. So I threw a pair in my shopping cart, and he sent me 3. And I was like,
yo, nice.
Sick. He just like increased it. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I'm down with that. Now I got 3 pairs of warm socks.
Nice. Yeah, they do have... Oh, they have gravel wool socks.
Also, I didn't
nice.
I didn't ask for any of the endurance chips or speed chips because it's like a marginal on top of a marginal gain, and that's just maybe too far for me. And he threw some of those in my cart as well. I'm like, I didn't even ask for these. He's like, no, dude, you need these.
Here's the thing about the endurance chip. I mean, you can call it a marginal on top of a marginal, but like the endurance chip just makes it so that your chain lasts longer during unbound. Like, instead of hearing your chain be all squeaky 150 miles into unbound, it's not squeaky at all. So is that a marginal on top of a marginal, or is that just like what you should do when you race unbound?
Yeah, dude, Drew, he's just trying to save you some money because he knows that's what you're all about.
That's true. Yeah. I'm going to save the endurance trip for Unbound now that you've said that. Thanks.
Dude, yeah, these These gravel wool socks do look cool.
See? Told you.
Now I should ride my bike in the cold
like
so I can use
amazed.
them.
Are you just baffled at how stupid we all are? Like, are you smarter than we are, Tyler? Like, what? Why are you looking at us like that?
Well, I'm actually looking at the titanium printed derailleur hangers and deciding which one of these I want. But I mean, dude, I thought I was the idiot of the week for I don't know what I exactly was the idiot of the week for, but the Cybertruck talk might have taken the cake.
Dude, I literally nixed the Cybertruck in lieu of a Volkswagen bus.
Oh, okay, I took my headphones out because you're just talking nonsense. So
that's like my dream car. That is the car that I've wanted since before I even had a car. 14 probably.
Dude,
and I'm like at the age where I could get one. You know, like I'm pretty adultish and have enough money that I probably could afford one. But part of me is like, I don't know if I want it because I just love like the dream aspect of it, you know? You guys ever have anything
dreaming
like that?
about it, not actually achieving it.
Yeah. You know, it's like, I don't want to be let down, even though I know I probably wouldn't be let down.
You know what this is like?
Edging?
Okay.
No, dude, this is about the Cannondale CAD 9 or whatever. You're like, oh, dude, the dream of having this bike. And now that you have it, you're like, this is a freaking aluminum road bike. What was I thinking?
No, dude, I'm actually stoked about that.
You know, you were talking about that. In college, I raced a CAD 8 or maybe a CAD 7. I don't know. But it was like one of the numbers that I didn't even know existed. Before
Can't count that high in Kentucky, dude.
I know. No. Like the frame was so old that I think I needed a road bike and I just didn't even have one. And somebody was like, yeah, I got this old bike. You can have it for free. And I raced it for like a whole year or two. It was awesome. It was so old that the chain stays were so narrow that it wouldn't even fit carbon wheels because carbon wheels were water. And so it would my carbon wheels would rub the frame.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The CAD chainstays have this weird, like, ovalized shape right where the rim surface is.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, it could fit some fat tires, but it can't fit fat rims.
Yeah, just the rims, because that's where the chainstays kind of, like, bow in.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'll have to check and see. I don't think my CAD 10's got that. I think that was just with the older ones. Because I had a CAD 9 back when I raced collegiate, and that bike was also sick.
Yeah, I custom painted.
Ain't no CAD 10 though, baby.
My first legit bike in general was a 613 where they had like the carbon tubes and welded.
The Trek?
Something. No. It's a Cannondale 613.
Okay.
It was like a weird hybrid where like the tubes were carbon, but all the joints were still aluminum or something like that.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I thought it was called something else, but I know which one you're talking about. It was a hybrid. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was called this Cannondale 613.
I thought it was like the six. Oh yeah. That's why it's the 6 SIX 13. That's why I couldn't. Yeah. I wasn't envisioning it.
That's what I just
said. That bike. Well, I know, but I had to see it. It's one of those like visual things. Like I could picture it being something else, but that's why. Yeah, dude, that bike was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it.
We got another page. We got quite a few Patreon questions actually we haven't read in a while. Matt wants to know, this is for you, Dylan. Dylan talked about being depressed at the end of last season. Did he ever regret sharing his competitive advantage with the entire Lifetime Grand Prix field and influencing gravel as a whole towards wider tires and drop our mountain bikes at Leadville?
Well, I feel like the two, like the start of the question and the end of the question are completely unrelated, but
yeah, I'm guessing he's probably thinking you were depressed because you got kicked out of the Lifetime Grand Prix, and maybe if you didn't share your secrets, you wouldn't have.
Yeah, well, there was also that part
or if you
where
didn't get smoked by a truck.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, there was also that part where I got hit by a truck, so you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's always been cool that you've been open about that. Like Alexi posted this ride the other day, that he like did some big ride. He posted on Instagram, and I was like, oh, that seems like a sick ride. So I like went over to his Strava to check it out. And dude hides his power, dude. Like, come on. Why do you gotta hide your power, man? Like,
is that like?
Do you think your competitors can't figure out how much watts you're doing, and that's gonna like?
Hold on. Serious question. Is that even okay? So I can go on there and someone can see that I rode at 150 watts. What does that do for them? What is that even a competitive advantage to know what power your competitors can do?
I don't know.
Because like it doesn't.
I mean, for sure there are people, you know, whoever is dominant. You know, probably not you, Tyler, but like for you know, whoever is dominant. Like for sure there are people going on Keegan's Strava and being like, okay, is he riding at 78% of his FTP, or is he riding at 79.8% of his FTP?
Oh, my dad.
You know what I mean? There are people that are that nerdy who are trying to check this stuff.
But why?
And whether or not that helps them or not, I don't know. But like,
yeah,
I
don't know. I feel like it's more of just like a flex move than anything. Like I can hide my stuff, so I'm gonna hide my stuff. But you know what's even more of a flex move? Just don't go on Strava, dude. If you don't want anyone to see your stuff, dude, just don't post that. That's what Scott does, dude. That's way more of a flex move. Everyone thinks he goes into this race here in 2 weeks and like hasn't trained because his Strava shows like 7 hours over the last 14 weeks. No, dude, he's probably put in like 1,000 hours. You just don't know it.
No, I'm
pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was 7 as well.
No, but like I think that's more of a flex. Like if you don't want people to know, especially like you could see his heart rate. You could see like his calories. You could actually do the calculation. Like you could plug his data into a computer program and figure out what his power was. Like if someone really wants to know, they can still figure it out. If you don't want people to know that, just don't post to Strava.
You know what I'm going to say about Alexi? There's a decent chance that whatever freaking bike he was riding didn't even have a power meter.
I hope so. That would be cool. I don't know. I guess it's the only ride that I looked at because I wanted to see what that ride was about. So maybe, but he also did like a pretty like bonkers workout. So that was really why I wanted to go check it out. I was like, damn, this seems like a hard workout. And he on Instagram, he showed like what his power targets were supposed to be. So I'm assuming he was training with power. And also we can assume what his power targets were because he put what the power targets were.
So really, Adam's one of the guys that Dylan described a moment ago. He really wants to know the power that Alexi's putting out.
No, I didn't care about the power.
You seem pretty upset.
I just noticed that he didn't have the power on there. That's all I noticed. And I was like, oh, that's kind of lame.
You noticed and you got pissed.
Because I think it's lame.
All right. Well, to go back to this person's question, no, I don't regret giving all my secrets away on the internet.
It's like
you should not regret that.
In relation to that, how pissed were you when Keegan on the Bonk Babes tried to say that he thought he was the one that brought drop bars to? He tried to say like, oh well, I can make the argument that I had brought drop bars to Leadville. I just didn't run them the first year, and I'm like, what? Like that doesn't even like what you just said proves that you didn't. Because you didn't run them. I'm like, well, so I think I think that Keegan had tested out a drop bar bike the year before. So I did drop bars the first time in 2023. Way before he did it at
2023. I did drop bars for the first time in 2023, I think. Yeah, 2023. And then he raced them for the first time in 2024, but I think he tested them in 2023 and decided not to use them.
Yeah.
And I think what he was saying is like, I was actually using them that year too. I just didn't race them or something.
Yeah. So there you go. You didn't do it. Somebody else did.
Yeah.
Like people were talking about it on your bike way before they were talking about it on his bike. They just talked about it more.
They posted Dylan's bike.
He did it.
They posted Dillman's bike when they banned. I'm saying.
So the fact that he was even trying to make that argument was kind of silly. I'm like, dude.
It is actually unfortunate that he didn't race it in 2023 because 2023 was super fast conditions. That's the year that he actually broke the record, and that record still stands. And he was on flat bars. If he had been on drop bars that year, I bet he would have gone sub 540. His time as it was like 5:43. I estimate that drop bars could save you like 5 or 6 minutes. I bet his time that year, if he was on drop bars, would have been like 5:38 or 5:39 or something. Like
my point was like
it would have been an untouchable record.
He already beats you in every other way. At least let Dillman have the gear category. You know, like let him have the drop bars. Like, you know, just let him have it. But he couldn't even let you have that.
Well, in the comments section, he did say, "Well, Dillman did do the mountain bike tires on gravel bikes first." He gave me that one.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but you also did drop bars before he did too. Just saying.
Well, you know that like 2 years before I did it, dang it, I'm gonna forget his name. The Canadian 24-hour. Why am I forgetting his name? You know who I'm talking about, Adam? The 24-hour world champion from Canada.
Yes.
I feel bad about forgetting his name right now.
Corey Wallace.
Corey Wallace.
Yeah.
So Corey Wallace.
Drew,
did it.
I can be glasses shopping and podcasting at the same time.
Corey Wallace did it 2 years before me, and then like 10 years before either one of us did it, Travis Brown did it, and then freaking 30 years before we were even born, John Tomek did it. So like no one did it first.
Yeah. Okay, good.
You know,
dude.
I agree.
What was his name? The Carrie's old teammate. Was it Barry Wick, right?
Barry Wicks, yeah.
Dude, he used to do epic rides races on drop bars.
Mm-hmm.
Like real mountain bike races.
Why did he even do that? Just for the shits and giggles?
Just, to be different.
He seems like the kind of guy that would just do that to do that.
Yeah. Another question. This is from Calvin. Calvin says, since this is a podcast all about not being, quote unquote, all about the money, are there any brands or sponsorships that you have turned down because if you had used their equipment, you feared it would actually diminish your performance as a racer?
Yes.
You don't have to give examples. Just say yes or no.
Yes. Of course. Of course. Yeah, of course.
Right. Says Mr. Wheeltop.
I mean, honest.
Yeah.
I haven't had that many sponsorship opportunities, so, you know, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah. And I would say the same would ring true. Not what Drew said, what Dylan said. I think the same would ring true for podcast sponsors too. We're not going to just take money to take money.
Unless
you have money. And we'll
Whoa.
Unless
okay, edit that part out, but that's not how we roll, man.
Speaking of sponsors, could you guys list any new sponsor updates for 2026? I heard Dylan mention Envy as a new sponsor for him this year, but maybe each of you could do a rundown of your individual sponsors that are new for this year.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my W-2 employer and Ignition Coach Co. for paying me.
Yeah.
So that I can continue.
And your 1099 employer. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're grateful to have great coaches like Tyler on our roster.
Even though he's an idiot.
Well, your race predictions are pretty idiotic, but your training plans and your coaching, top notch.
Dude, he at least got one of them right.
Yeah.
So I'll be at an Envy this year. That's a new sponsor. And then if I run a suspension fork this year, it's not going to be a Lauf. It's going to be. Are you ready for it?
Wait, hold on. Is that a joke?
Marzocchi.
No, it's not.
Were you ever on a Lauf?
No, I'm just saying if I ran a suspension gravel fork in the past, it was a Lauf fork.
Just I forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah, so I have a new fork sponsor.
Cane Creek.
Well, it's already
Cane
worse
Creek.
than what it was.
It is Cane Creek.
Yep, Cane Creek.
Is that because they're closest to Brevard?
They are pretty close to Brevard. That is nice. I do like
doesn't
that.
Fox have a factory like in Asheville?
Yep. Could have gotten Fox too, but decided not to because
if I'm
Cane Creek
running a
is superior.
suspension fork, it will be a Lauf because it's the best. He's the best.
Well,
You want to talk about your freaking chamois cream sponsor, Drew?
Yeah,
no,
underbutter.
no,
You saw that.
no. No.
Dylan,
Hold on.
Dylan saw my underbutter
Let's go.
post.
I want to go back to this suspension thing.
Okay.
So Dylan, you're just talking about gravel suspension.
Yeah, just gravel suspension.
Okay. So do you have any suspension sponsor on the mountain bike?
Nope.
Okay. Now that I'm just curious, now that you have had experience with Flight Attendant and then a lot of experience with Fox in the past, for this year, will you still choose Flight Attendant or will you go back to normal support?
I think it depends on the race. Fox Flight Attendant adds a pretty significant amount of weight to the bike, and I'm just gonna be honest. When it works, it's great, and it's really nice to not have to think about locking out your suspension. And unfortunately, it doesn't always work. Like there's a lot. Sometimes it's like quite a hassle to make it work. Is what I'll say about it. So I think for races like Little Sugar, Flight Attendant was awesome. Like I really liked it for Little Sugar. And I think Schwamigan too. Schwamigan was a great race to use it for. Like those were great races to have your suspension automatically lock out. And I would highly recommend it for those races.
And Iceman.
Yeah, if I had done it. Like a race like Leadville, I think.
See ya.
Oh, they're done.
All right. Well, see ya.
Wow, dude. Drew's dipping before he can talk about all of his sponsors, dude.
Wow. Good
Nope.
line.
All right. So, Dylan, you're talking about Leadville.
So at Leadville, it's not like you're on these trails where you constantly need to lock and unlock your bike. It's like, okay, I'm on a climb, so I'll lock it. Okay, I'm on a road, so I'll lock it. I'm on a downhill, so I'll unlock it. Like you don't need to think about it so much. And also the weight of your bike matters a lot. So I think for a race like Leadville, I would prefer Fox.
So would you actually swap out your suspension front and rear just for Leadville then?
Yeah. I mean, I swapped out my freaking handlebars for Leadville,
True.
Yeah, I would do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for Cane Creek, that's their inverted fork, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I think those look sick, honestly.
Yeah, and I think that they, out of the actual gravel suspension forks, I'm leaving Lauf out of this just because it's kind of like a halfway point suspension. It's like not actual damped suspension. It's just a carbon leaf spring.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that out of the actual gravel forks, it's not just a mountain bike fork that they shrunk down. Like it looks pretty seamless with the bike, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you paint the fork to match the frame, then it's like people don't even notice that you've got some weird fork on your bike. It almost just looks like part of the bike.
Dude, speaking of painting, did you see some of those new MOG paint schemes?
Yeah.
Looking good.
Actually, the only one I actually thought looked cool was the white one, the white and black one.
Dang. You didn't like that coral color? It's fire.
I think as as someone that's colorblind, I think I just maybe can't appreciate it because there were a lot of people that were buzzing about it, but I don't know. Looked kind of like just salmon to me. Looked similar to when Santa Cruz had their stigmata in the same color.
Yeah. Fair.
But the white and black looked cool. And that would be cool to, well, I guess the Cane Creek's probably already black, so maybe, I don't know. But does that mean you're going to get a custom painted Cane Creek fork?
I haven't even thought about that. The one that I have right now is just black.
Okay. What color is your gravel bike going to be this year?
I don't know if I can say. I mean, I could probably say. It's not like it's top secret or something. I think I can't say because it's going to be like multicolored and I I mean, I could bring up the picture, but it's going to take too long.
So if you could custom paint a Cane Creek fork, what color would you need to get it to match?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd have to. It's been a long time since I looked at the. I have to. Dude, look at it.
You know, it would be sick sponsor to have for the show. Whoever Kerry Werner's paint sponsor is.
Magic.
Yeah, dude, his bikes are freaking dope. I love that he's still rocking the Kona mountain bike, but you can't even tell because it's just got the sickest paint job, and you know that it's like Kona would never put out that cool paint job. But like he's got one of his like Envy road bikes that has this like white like snow camo, dude, that I think is so sick.
Yeah. I feel like when I was like a teenager, Kona was a cool company. Like it was kind of like right there with, Santa Cruz nowadays. Like you're like, dang, that's a cool bike.
Yeah.
And now when I see a Kona, I'm just like, lost their edge.
What bikes do you have the sickest paint job, the sickest stock paint job?
It's a good question.
Patreon only kind of.
Yeah, that is a good question. I think Specialized puts out some good paint jobs. It depends on what you're into. Like, do you like a plain paint job? In which case, like one of my favorites, and this is not because I'm an Envy athlete, but like I really like the Desert Sand Mog that I have. Like it's just a sick, for being a plain looking bike. Like I like that color. It's cool.
That's the one that the Nero show calls the bog for brown mog, like the brown shit colored mog.
I don't know. I think it's cool. But I also kind of like some out there paint jobs. Like I like when Specialized has put out some of their paint jobs that are, I don't know I can't think of what the name is, but like depending on the angle of the lighting, it's like two-tone, so it'll go from like being purple to like green depending on the lighting. I think those are cool.
Yeah, they had like a trout colored one too for a while on their road bikes.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Yeah, it's like, I feel like that's like 90% of how I'm picking my bike. Of course, now it makes it can fit.
Just the paint job.
I mean, dude, like it's got to look good. Like if I'm in here and I got like a little, Microsoft Paint level logo on there, it's just kind of like, that thing's gross. Like it doesn't inspire you to go ride your bike. But yeah, if you look at your bike and you're like, man, that thing looks pretty cool. Kind of pumped to go ride that thing. It's like a different feeling.
Yeah,
but dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's why I think that Black Magic partnership would be cool, because then you could like just pick what, you don't have to be at the mercy of what some random dude behind a desk picks for you. You can pick your own bike scheme.
All right, Black Magic, if you're listening right now, we want to make this happen.
Yeah, I would be down.
Jobs.
Yeah.
All right, can we wrap this up?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's shut it down.
Perfect.
Sick.
All right. Okay. We'll see you guys. Dylan, you got 1 week to figure out your Wi-Fi. It was better at the end. I don't know what happened mid-episode. It seemed like it got better, but let's make it even better for next week. If you're listening to this now, next Tuesday, we're going to go live again. So February 10th, we'll be back on
The
live.
amount of people listening this far in is probably close to zero.
And we should make sure we trim that for everybody in Kentucky so that Drew doesn't know.